Now let's see expectation of uniform random variable distributed over alpha, gamma, beta. So you know how does the uniform random variable look like. So if it is alpha and if it is beta, the probability that the random variable will take any value less than alpha will be 0, and from alpha to beta it will be constant, and then after beta it will be 0. And what will this value be? This value will be 1 by beta minus alpha. Since it is uniformly distributed across this interval, that is why it is called uniform random variable, and this is nothing but the probability density function. So the probability density function f of x is 1 by beta minus alpha if x lies between alpha and beta and it is 0 otherwise. Okay, now I'll be applying the same formula. What is the formula? In order to find the expectation, integral minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. But then if you observe it, from minus infinity till this point alpha, we don't have anything in f of x, right? Therefore even if you observe this term, it is going to be 0 because f of x is 0. So it is not worth writing minus infinity to alpha, so I can cut it off. And then from beta to infinity, again f of x is 0, therefore that part will also be 0, you can cut it off. So what will be remaining? Only the part from alpha to beta, which means from here to here the part will be remaining. Therefore expectation is nothing but integral alpha to beta x into 1 by beta minus alpha dx. See this. Therefore expectation of x is integral alpha to beta x into beta minus alpha dx. Now we know that this entire thing is constant, right? You need not do that, so you can take it out as well. Now integral x dx is nothing but x square by 2, simplest form, you know that. So it is nothing but x square by 2 into beta minus alpha. This beta minus alpha doesn't change because it is a constant, or it is independent of x. And now here the integral is definite integrals, and the definite integrals are having limits alpha and beta, right? So upper bound is beta and lower bound is alpha. So you are supposed to substitute upper bound minus lower bound. Now in place of x, if I put beta, it is going to be beta square, and if I put alpha, it is going to be alpha square. Therefore it is going to be beta square minus alpha square divided by 2 into beta minus alpha. So that will be beta plus alpha by 2. Got it? So what is the meaning of it? It says that if your probability is uniformly distributed, then the chances are maximum that x will take a value in the midpoint of the interval. That is what is they are saying. It is nothing but a kind of average. That is what is we got. Even though the probability that we get any point between x, alpha and beta are same, expectation is saying that the most expected value will be close to the middle, or it will be the center point. That is what we are getting from this formula, right? So in case if it is distributed between 1 and 2, then what will be the expectation? If it is uniformly distributed, 1.5. If it is distributed between 1 and 3, what will be the midpoint? 2. That is nothing but the expectation. So in this case, if you want to know what is the expectation, you are supposed to know the parameters alpha and beta. That is the interval in which it is uniformly distributed. Once you find out that interval, then the expectation is nothing but the middle value or the midpoint. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. after taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.